Have you with us, guys? Welcome and thank you for tuning in on Monday night. I will be playing a few requests I've already received, and I'll be playing some old favorites and some things. I got a request for some Irish tunes, which of course I usually do. And by the way, the day before Patty Day this month, it will be Monday night, March 16, and I plan to do an entire program of nothing but Irish tunes just for that one night. Other than that, we'll do mix and match as we always have done. Thanks, guys, for being with us. If you're on Facebook there, please click share so someone else can watch it if they care to. And on YouTube, you click subscribe if you want to subscribe, or you click like or don't like, whichever one you want. I don't know how those things work. People say click my YouTube, and I don't end up doing it myself. One of my favorite songwriters is a guy named Kevin Welch. If life is a light, a candle bright, then death must be the wind. You can close your window tight, and it still comes creeping in. So I will climb the highest hill and watch the rising sun, and pray that I don't feel that chill till I'm too old to die young. Let me watch my children grow to see what they become. Oh Lord, don't let that cold wind blow till I'm too old to die young. Now I have had some dear sweet friends I thought would never die. Now only thing that's left of them is these teardrops in my eyes. If I could have one wish today and know it would be done, then I would say everyone can stay till they're too old to die young. Oh, let me watch my children grow to see what they become. Oh Lord, don't let that cold wind blow till I'm too old to die young. Oh, let me watch my children grow to see what they become. Oh Lord, don't let that cold wind blow till I'm too old to die young. Till I'm too old to die young. Kevin Welch wrote that song. You know, he, at a very young age, was diagnosed with leukemia, and they thought he was going to die. He thought he was going to die. He quit his job, picked up, and moved to Nashville, Tennessee, and said, I only have a few months or years left. I'm going to go do what I want to do and go out the way I want to, having done what I wanted to do my whole life. Well, they were able to keep him going, and he lived on for a while. And what a lovely man and what a lovely songwriter. And my buddy Daniel and I know a bunch of songs and have done them at our live gigs. Uh, Over the years, we've done that a good bit. What we got here? Wild Rover. Rick McCullum wants to hear the Wild Rover. Let's do it. So we'll do a couple of Irish tunes. What do you say? Too Old to Die Young. I can't remember who had the hit on that. Somebody out there is going to tell me. It was not Mo Bandy. It was that other guy that they worked a lot of shows together. Anyway, but it was written by Kevin Welch. We'll do an Irish tune here. A couple of Irish tunes by request. The west of Ireland. Down by Sally Gardens, my love and I did meet. She passed Sally Gardens on little snow white feet. She bid me take love easy as the leaves grow on the trees. I was young and foolish, and with her would not agree. In a field down by the river, my love and I did stand, and on my healing shoulder she placed her snow white hand. She bid me take love easy as the leaves grow on the trees. I was young and foolish, and with her would not agree. Down by Sally Gardens, my love and I did meet. She passed Sally Gardens on little snow white feet. She bid me take love easy as the leaves grow on the trees. I was young and foolish, and with her would not agree. I was young and foolish, and with her would not agree. Sally Gardens, County Sligo, the west of Ireland. William Butler Yeats wrote the lyric, and we've often visited that part of the world and hope to get back near there next year, but we haven't lined up the hotels yet, so I can't tell you about it. I can't tell you about it yet. Sleers, friends. Sláinte. This gentleman, Rick, wants to hear the song called The Wild Rover. Now, of course, there's the Irish folk music. There's the Irish rebel music. There's also the Bing Crosby American Irish music. There's also the Irish pub songs. This is one of the pub songs. Everyone does the clap along and the whole business, and it may not go over as well on a live stream like this unless you want to clap your hands together there at home on your own. No, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more. I've been a wild rover many's the year. Spent all my money on whiskey and beer, waitresses and beer, and now I'm returning with Golden Bridge Store. I never will play the wild rover no more. No, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more. I went into an ale house I used to frequent. Told the landlady money was spent, and I asked her for credit. She answered me, "What's your credit score? Such a custom as yours I could have any day." No, nay, never. No, sovereigns bright. I took from my pocket 10 euros bright, and the landlady's eyes opened wide with delight. And she said, I have whiskeys and wine to the best, and the words that I spoke sure were only in jest. No, nay, never, no, nay, never, no more will I pray the wild rover. No, never, no more. I'll go home to my parents, confess what I've done, and I'll beg them to pardon their Protestant son, prodigal son. And when they have kissed me as oft time before, I never will play the wild rover no more. No, nay, never, no, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more. And it's no, nay, never, no, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never. The Wild Rover, one of the Irish pub's sing-along songs. You'll be hearing that one a lot in the next 17 days. Sherry, my old voice is ratted out already, and Patty hadn't even started yet.
Yeah, that's not good.
It's I've been weak today. My voice has been weak today for some reason. I don't know what that is. So I won't run the program too long tonight. My old voice. I have like, I don't know, 18 or 19 gigs in the next 18 or 19 days, or the 20 some odd days. So it's going to be tough on the old vocal cords, and they're not as young and resilient as they used to be. I said that to say I won't go too long tonight, but we do have our friends Kathy and Rich in Colorado, and they had a request that I shall do for you after this one. But this is another one that Kathy has often requested, and it's also another Irish song. This was from the Irish Folk Song Book, done by Tommy Makem and the Clancy Brothers. Come over the hills, bonny Irish lass. Come over the hills to your darling. You choose the road, love, and I'll take the vow, and I'll be your true love forever. And red is the rose that in yonder garden grows, fair is the lily of the valley, clear is the water that flows from the Boyne. My love is fairer than any. 'Twas down by Killarney's green woods that we strayed, and the moon and stars were shining, and the moon shone in rays on her locks of golden hair, and she swore she'd be my love forever. And red is the rose that in yonder garden grows, fair as a lily of the valley, clear is the water that flows from the Boyne. My love is fairer than any. Tis not for the parting of my sister Keats, tis not for the grief of my mother, tis all for the loss of my bonny Irish lass, that my heart is breaking forever. And red is the rose that in yonder garden grows, fair as a lily the valley, clear is the water that flows from the Boyne. My love is fairer than any. Clear is the water that flows from the Boyne. But my Clear as the water that flows from the Boyne. The Boyne, of course, is the Boyne River in the very east of Ireland, and it runs through Harry O'Donoghue's hometown. Harry O'Donoghue is from County Louth. Yeah, grab it for me, will you? From County Louth, in the very east of Ireland, just north of Dublin City. Thanks, Mom. I'm pretty weak today. I don't know what that is. Could be, who knows. Yeah, I thought about doing that one too. Cheryl Snodgrass wants to hear the Roseville Fair. We shall do it. First, let's do this one. my friends out in Colorado have requested this song earlier today. Last Friday night, we went to a singer-songwriter concert in Columbia, South Carolina, a Harbison Theater up at Midlands Tech, and beautiful theater, and a beautiful setting, and a sold-out crowd, and it was songwriters John Michaels, big writer out of Nashville, and an even bigger writer out, I guess you'd have to say, out of Nashville, Chuck Cannon, and also James Dean Hicks, who's had hundreds of songs recorded by other artists out of Nashville. He's out of Kentucky himself, lives in Nashville. And there was also Rob Crosby, very well known to us here in the Columbia, Middle South Carolina market, originally from Sumter, South Carolina. His dad was associated with the... Did I play this last week? They Pray For Me last week?
I don't remember.
I don't remember whether I did. I played it. Oh, I played it in Charleston. I guess I did. Anyway, this is a... I got too many things going on. But Rob, years ago, wrote this song with Alan Shamblin in Nashville. Great songwriters, too. It's a song called Pray For Me, and this is by request. And we'll say a prayer tonight because we have friends who've lost loved ones. We have friends who are under the weather. And so pray for me. We'll pray for you. Sláinte. Written by Rob Crosby and Alan Shamblin. He had a bottle in his left hand, an old Bible in his right. I thought, now there's a sinner, as he asked me for a light. He hit me for $1. I just turned and walked away. I was feeling high and mighty when I heard him say, pray for me, pray for me, pray for me, and I will pray for you. I thought, who is he to pray for me? And I hit my power lock. The weight of my hypocrisy fell on me like a rock. I caught him at the corner. I gave him my last 10. I said, please forgive me, brother. And until we meet again, pray for me. Pray for me. Pray for me. And I will pray for you. You know, each of us is broken somewhere down inside. And we're really not that different. If you strip away the pride, we all have our struggles, chains that we can't break, and you never know the difference one simple prayer might make. I stood there on the corner and I watched him shuffling off, and the sun behind St. Mary's made the shadow of a cross on a street of busy people going somewhere on the run. And I felt like calling out to each and every one, pray for me, pray for me, pray for me, and I will pray for you. Pray for me, pray for me, pray for me, and I will pray for you. Pray for me. My friend Rob Crosby had a big recording on that, and so did somebody else. I can't remember who else. I used to know. I should have written it down somewhere, but I didn't. Anyway, thanks for being with us, guys. Chibi, all these are new.
Yep.
None of these are recycled.
Nope.
All right, we'll do a couple of these other requesters, friends, as we go along. And I won't play too long tonight, but we'll try to play all of these requests. I went to see my mom this afternoon. She's under the weather. Pray for her. But if I go see her on Monday, she says, "What gospel song are you going to do tonight? What gospel song are you going to do tonight?" I said, "Well, I don't know, Mom. I hadn't made up my mind yet. What song you want to hear?" She said, "I want to hear I Feel Like Traveling On." And I said, "Well, there you go, right there. She's 94 years old. She feels like traveling on." And we were making a joke about it, when we play the nursing homes and things like that. There's some songs you don't play at a nursing home. I Feel Like Traveling On, there would be one of them. Even though we played it at the nursing home before. But anyway, that's just like when you do the Christmas programs at the nursing home. You don't sing, "I'll be home for Christmas. You can count." No, you don't do that one. Nope, 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 nope. Anyway, where were we? I'll do a couple of these requests. The Feathersons want to hear "Love is a Labor." This is a song that I wrote years ago. I think I played it last week or the week before. Wrote it with my friend Bobby Tobin. We were coming back from Nashville on one of our many trips there, trying to break into the business this way or that with songwriting or with helping other artists. Riding home on a 10-hour drive from Nashville to Charleston, we wrote this song. Here's to Bobby Tobin. The name of the song is "Love is a Labor." Love like a garden needs time to grow, day by day, row by row. Patience and labor is what you need to make your garden of love succeed. To work all day into the night, work it again till we get it right. It ain't easy, it never was. Love is a labor of love. Love is a labor of love. Love like a song needs harmony. I sing with you and you sing with me. And if we sing it strong enough, then what we feel turns into love. Work all day into the night, sing it again till we get it right. It ain't easy, it never was. Love is a labor of love. Love is a labor of love. Love like a child needs tender care. You can't tend it if you ain't there. But if your love is stable and true, the love you give will come back to you. Work all day into the night, love it again till you get it right. It ain't easy, it never was. Love is a labor of love. Love is a labor of love. Love is a labor of love. Let's do some of these other requests. Papa Joe wants to hear Roots and Wings. Let's see if I can decide what key that should be in there, JB. Don't let me forget Cheryl Snodgrass, too. Years and years ago, I've been in the recording business my whole life, even before I went to Nashville, and even before I was in college. where I studied recording and that kind of a thing, media and journalism, that kind of thing. Um, I've been recording a lot my whole life. And when I started doing gigs, when I left Nashville and started doing gigs in the Carolinas, I recorded 3 or 4 cassette tapes. Remember cassettes? Remember cassettes? Remember cassettes? Here we are. Anyway, but they were always cover songs, and I rarely did any of my original songs or any of that. And I was leaving Charleston in 1980, 1996, 97, something like that. We were moving home here to build this house, and I sold the recording studio that I had built in Charleston, the biggest studio at one time there, but commercial studio. Did tons and tons of albums and demos and recordings. But I had never done an album for me, songs that I wrote and songs that I wanted to record. It was always cover songs. So I asked the guy, when I sold him the studio, I said, I need to do one more album. And I did an album, and the title song was called Roots and Wings. I did not write it, this title song. It was written by Ed Honeycutt, Tom Tierney, and Bob Kitchens, my friends in Charleston. But it was so much like my own situation that I put it as the title song for my first ever artist album that I had done. And I've done many since then, songs that I wrote. But they're all on the Carroll Brown Music website if you want to go there and listen to some of my ramblings. But this is a song called Roots and Wings. My daddy was rooted in tradition, raised us children that way. So you need roots to build a strong foundation, stand on your own one day. Mama was full of wit and wisdom, taught us to set our sights high, said the world is yours for the taking, so spread your wings and fly. They gave me wings to fly high above the clouds, roots to keep my feet on the ground. No matter what tomorrow may bring, I thank God for their love and the gift of roots and wings. I remember the day I was leaving. A tear fell from my mama's eye. I said, no, no, now, don't you worry. This is farewell and not goodbye. You gave me wings to fly high above the clouds, roots to keep my feet on the ground. No matter what tomorrow may bring, thank God for their love and the gift of roots and wings. Sometimes I feel like a drifter, not knowing where this road ends. But there's comfort to know when I get weary, there's a place I can go back to again. They gave me wings to fly high above the clouds, to keep my feet on the ground. No matter what tomorrow may bring, I thank God for their love and the gift of roots and wings. Roots and wings. Cherry, would you look up Clyde in one of those two big books? Chances are I know all but one of the verses. The last 3 times I tried to play it for Lee Campbell, I couldn't remember that one verse. I'd be curious to see even what it is now. Our friend Cheryl Snodgrass in Asheville, North Carolina has requested a song that we often do here on Monday nights and I often do in my programs. Always think about Pat and Verna Jordan every time I sing it. Our friends, they've gone on to heaven now. But it's a song called The Roseville Fair. I'll sing it for you right now. The night was clear, stars were shining, moon came out, so quiet in the sky. The crowd gathered around while the band was tuning. I could hear them now, playing Coming Through the Ride. You were dressed in blue, and you looked so lovely, just a gentle flower, small town girl. Then you took my hand and we stepped to the music. With a single smile, you became my world. And we danced all night to the fiddle and the banjo, and their drifting tunes seemed to fill the air. So long ago, but I still remember courted well, we courted lovely, we rocked for hours on the front porch chair. Then a year ago, to the day I met you, I made you mine down at the Roseville Fair. And we danced all night to the fiddle and the banjo. So long ago, but I still remember when we fell in love at the Roseville Fair. Down at the Roseville Fair, and we danced all night to the fiddle and the banjo. Their drifting tunes seemed to fill the air. So long ago, but I still remember when we fell in love at the Roseville Fair. When we fell in love, darling, at the Roseville Fair. Cheery.
Is it by J.J. Carroll?
That's it. My good wife, she looks things up on the tablet. She thinks I need to start learning things on the tablet. I said, I ain't got but 5,000 songs. Why would I put them all on a tablet? She said, well, why wouldn't you? J.J. Carroll wrote this. Who knew? Those were the verses.
I know. I didn't recognize it either.
No, I do. But the one I always forget is Misery Loves Company. Anyway, great song, J.J. Carroll. J.J. Carroll wrote this. Waylon Jennings had a big hit record on it. Clyde played electric bass, There's a real love company. These old dogs singing harmony. Got a tambourine tied to his tail. Hear him moan, hear him wail. Jody, baby, she got the dollar. Coming down the road, you can hear her holler. Hey, get up, Keith, we got things to do. Clyde just sitting there picking the blues, singing the blues, singing the blues, singing the blues, singing the blues. He don't move, he don't flinch. Clyde, he don't move an inch. Sitting on the porch, ain't got no shoes. Picking the doghouse days and singing the blues. 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 I used to have a yodel. Clyde played electric bass. Plays it with finesse and grace. Sitting on the porch, ain't got no shoes. Picking the doghouse bass and singing the blues. Almost. You can have your tablet.
Okay.
We're getting out of here in a couple of minutes, guys. My voice and my hands and everything else is going crazy. Fiddler's Green. We'll do that one too. Let me tune this bad boy up after all that stretching and I told Jerry, and I've complained about this tuner over and over here on this program. I said, this is the biggest piece of crap. This is the worst one ever. My wife said for week in and week out, just buy you another one. Just buy you another one. Well, didn't we order two this week, last week? One for me and one for Steve Edwards. And I came up here yesterday to record shows for the Patty Day, and the tune up for tonight is working like a champ now. See, you're just intimidated, and you say you'll be replaced if you don't act up. If you act up, you'll be replaced. Anyway, what you gonna do? Well, that ain't right, is it? So as soon as I say that. All right, sorry guys. We tune because we give a hoot. This is a song called Fiddler's Green. I always believed this song was 200 years old, and it went all the way back to either Ireland or maybe Scotland, but maybe the Canadian Maritimes or something. Come to find out, it was written in 1966 by a man named John Connolly in northeast England, in a seafaring town in northeast England, 1966. Holy moly. We found out that the song was new and that we owed him some money because it's not traditional. So we sent him a check in the mail. When you record songs like that, you send them a check in the mail. This is a song called Fiddler's Green. In the ocean-going culture, Fiddler's Green is a mythical heaven place. As I walked by the dockside one evening so fair, to view the salt water, take the sea air, heard an old fisherman singing a song. Won't you take me away, boys? The time is not long. Wrap me up in me oilskins and jumper. No more on the docks I'll be seen. Tell me, old shipmates, I'm taking a trip, mates, and I'll see you someday on Fiddler's Green. Now Fiddler's Green is a place I've heard tell, where fishermen go if they don't go to hell. But the skies are all clear, and the dolphin do play, and the cold coast of Greenland is far, far away. Wrap me up in my oilskins and jumper. No more on the docks I'll be seen. Tell me, old shipmates, I'm taking a trip, mates, and I'll see you someday on Fiddler's Green, where the weather's always fair and there's never a gale, and the fish jump on board with one swish of their tail, and you lie at your leisure, there's no work to do, and the skipper's below making hay for the crew. Wrap me up in my oilskins and jumper. No more on the docks I'll be seen. Tell me, old shipmates, I'm taking a trip, mates, and I'll see you someday on Fiddler's Green. I don't need a harp or a halo, not me. Give me a breeze and a good rolling sea, and I play me old squeeze box as we sail along, with the wind and the rigging sing me a song. Wrap me up in my oilskins and jumper. No more on the docks I'll be seen. Tell me, old shipmates, I'm taking a trip, mates, and I'll see you someday on Fiddler's Green. Fiddler's Green. Oh, come on now, come on now. What was the verse I forgot? What was the verse I forgot? The old brain's not what it used to be. When you get on the dock and the long trip is through, there's pubs and there's clubs and there's lassies there too. Girls are all pretty and the beer it is free. And there's bottles of rum growing from every tree. There it is. See? With respect to John Connolly, that was the whole thing. Wherever he is tonight. Galway Girl for Carroll. Carroll wants to hear the Galway Girl. This says I'm all in tune. Lion so-and-so. Anyway, those new tuners will be here this week. Galway Girl, all the rage in the Irish pubs everywhere you go, even now, even though it's years old now. All the rage in the Irish pubs, written by Steve Earle out of Texas, and the trad stuff was done by Sharon Shannon out of the west of Ireland and her group. So they actually co-wrote the whole piece, which is the whole record, even though Steve Earle wrote the song. But in the middle of the song, there are trad pieces. Trad being the jigs and reels, the tunes, instrumental stuff that they play in Ireland and other parts of the world. I don't do the trad pieces, but here's Galway Girl. I took a stroll the old long walk one day, and I met a little girl who stopped to talk on a fine soft day, and asked you now, what's a fella to do? The hair was black and the eyes were blue, and I knew right then I'd be taking the world, woo, round the Salt Hill Prom with a Galway girl. halfway there when the rain came down of a day. And she asked me up to a flat downtown on a fine soft day. And asked you now, what's a fella to do? Then the hair was black and the eyes were blue. And I took her hand and I gave it a twirl. And I lost my heart to a Galway girl. Yes, I did. I woke up, I was all alone, with a broken heart and a ticket home. And asked you now, what's a fella to do? And the hair was black and the eyes were blue. And I traveled around, I've been around the world. I ain't never seen nothing like a Galway girl. The Galway girl. Is that all the song requests?
As far as I can tell.
Good. Thanks, guys, for being with us. I'll do one more song for my good mother. She requested this one. And I'll rest my olden voice for the time that is ahead of me. If you look on my website or look on the Facebook post I did this morning early, that would be yesterday morning early. No, this morning early. My days are running together. I put the entire schedule for the month of March there. I will say that I'll be doing country night tomorrow night with Karen Egan, John Kennedy, and Bobby Sachs at Dunleavy's Irish Pub in Sullivan's Island, Charleston, South Carolina, 7 o'clock. Tomorrow night, country night, first Tuesday every month. Wednesday day, I have a thing with the Rec Center of the Isle of Palms for the senior group there. And you might can make a call and get on board if you want to. Isle of Palms, South Carolina, which is Charleston area. And it's a senior group show put together by the Recreation Department, Isle of Palms. And Wednesday night, I'll be at Tommy Condon's in Charleston. Thursday, I have to go play for a funeral. Friday evening, I will be in Camden, South Carolina for the pub gig, which is the night before the Camden, South Carolina Irish Festival. And then Saturday, the pub gig is 6 to 9 on Broad Street at a brewery called the Green Pastures Brewery. And the next day, out at the Camden, Kershaw County Airport, the airfield, is the Camden, South Carolina Irish Festival. 3 stages and all of this music, this and that and the other. Lots of folks, a lot of familiar groups, and we'll be playing the pub stage myself. I shall be. I'll sing this song. It's an old gospel song. We've been singing these songs like this in my home church my whole life. So here's to you and here's to me. Thank you, friends, for being with us. We'll take a break after this. Slaunch you. My heavenly home is bright and fair. I feel like traveling on. No pain nor death can enter there. Feel like traveling on. Yes, I feel like traveling on. I feel like traveling on. My heavenly home is bright and fair. I feel like traveling on. Its glittering towers, the sun outshines. I feel like traveling on. That heavenly mansion will be mine. I feel like traveling on. Yes, I feel like traveling on. I feel like traveling on. My is bright and fair. I feel like traveling home. Well, the Lord has been so good to me. I feel like traveling on until that blessed home I see. I feel like traveling on. Yes, I feel like traveling on. Feel like traveling on. My heavenly home is bright and fair. I feel like traveling on. My heavenly home is bright and fair. I feel like traveling on. Thank you, friends. Thanks for being with us. I hope to be back next Monday night. As far as I know, I will be. And I look forward to seeing you somewhere in the month of March. Let's do some Irish tunes. Have a good one.